Hi, this is Andy McClure again. Welcome to the third and final lesson in our mini course to help you get a more consistent flow of clients. What we're going to talk about today is how to create a simple marketing plan that you can stick with, a doable plan that will help you avoid that pattern of putting a plan together and then falling back into old habits. That's what we're all at risk of, whether it's marketing or anything else. We have great ideas. We may even get help to put a nice plan together, but it doesn't get into action. So that's why I love this quote. This is really what we need to appreciate and embody. Small deeds done are better than great deeds planned. I think marketing in particular is susceptible, or we are susceptible to thinking that marketing is complex. We have to create something that's elaborate for it to be effective. And that just becomes our excuse to stay in planning mode. Meanwhile, simple marketing tactics implemented and iterated upon, improved upon over time are what are going to get us the results that we want. So before we get into that, before we get into how to do that in your business, let's just recap the first two lessons. Number one, the fastest path. People are looking for fast results. How can you get better results out of your existing marketing efforts? And that's to improve the message that you're using, improve the effectiveness of the marketing message. So we cover that in the first video. This is really important. So often people will think when something doesn't work out as well as you'd like, that you can be embarrassed, you can be frustrated about lost money, and you conclude that that whole strategy isn't right for your business. Let me abandon that, throw the baby out with the bathwater, and try something else. Meanwhile, the results that you want are on the other side of trying again, on the other side, especially of crafting a message that will work better. So in that first video, teach you how to focus on the problem or the desired result that your ideal prospects and your ideal customers are seeking. So if you haven't watched it yet, go back to that first lesson. Second video, we talked about picking the right strategies. I put that in quotes because generally you may already be doing the right strategies. You're just not fully committed to them. You're not confident enough to go all in and do them completely. So we do go over the 6 general strategies for independent professional services practice to help you pick out which ones would make the most sense for your business, as well as teaching you how to pinpoint where in the marketing cycle you'll have the biggest bang for the buck in your business. And it's not the same for every business, but there is some bottleneck there where if you apply your attention, you're going to get fast results. So if you've watched the first video, this graphic makes a lot of sense to you. It's the basis of how to create a more effective marketing message. Secondly, figuring out where you're stuck. We all have a marketing flow. We all have to do all 4 of these stages, but your business likely has a need somewhere in here that's greater than the other stages. So you want to pick one area and concentrate your efforts in order to have the biggest effect of change. And finally, in the second video, we go over the 6 general strategies for professional services business and how you should think about these strategies, which ones you might want to pick. So back to our issue for this video, small deeds done are better than great deeds planned. How can we move out of planning into action? How can we do that with confidence? Well, it makes sense to start with what are the roadblocks to doing? These are pretty general, whether it's marketing or anything else, right? You probably have other areas, we all do, where we have thought about things, planned things, had big dreams, but not really taken consistent action. So why is that? One reason is lack of confidence. If you don't believe that a marketing strategy is going to work, you might implement half-heartedly and you might be quick to pull the plug. If you don't have confidence that something is going to work, you're really going to be hesitant to even trying in the first place, and perhaps quick to abandon. Lack of materials or information. So what if you have confidence in a strategy that could work, but you literally can't get it off the ground because you don't have the tools and the materials that you need. Lack of a simple plan. So let's say you picked a strategy, you've got the materials, but when you sit down to do it, or you have some energy to put into it, you're not really sure where to start or how to execute, so you just kind of throw up your hands and go back to doing what you were doing. And finally, lack of accountability. What if you have all these things in place? The plan, the materials that you need, confidence that this strategy will work. Especially if you're a solo practitioner, it's real easy to fall back into old habits if nobody's watching. There's nobody there to call you out and help you commit to the things that you want to do. So let's talk about how to eliminate these roadblocks, eliminate these things that are getting in our way of taking action. Well, just imagine what it's like to get rid of those roadblocks. Think ahead. What would it feel like to have one or two marketing strategies already in place and producing results? What would that do for your confidence if you knew that they worked? Okay. What about the materials or information? What if all that stuff was in place? You had the essential ingredients that you needed to execute each of the strategies that you picked. They're already done. What does that feel like to have that roadblock gone? Lack of a simple plan. What if you had a whole marketing plan that fit literally onto one page, was focused on one really important business goal that you wanted to achieve, and was boiled all the way down into daily tasks that you could take on a regular basis, completely spelled out for you? So how does that feel? Let's just pause for a moment. Are you having some anxiety or resistance? Sometimes we almost prefer to have excuses for why we're not taking action. So just think about this. What if all this was true? You had strategies in place producing results. You had all the materials and information and knowledge that you needed to execute them. You had a plan that was, there's no excuse. You could easily follow it. Sometimes when we recognize, holy cow, maybe we can get closer to our goals, we can achieve what we want, it's scary, it's intimidating. Are you feeling that right now? Are you feeling like, wow, I might not have any excuses left. I might be ready to grow my business. Accountability is what helps you keep going in the face of fear. Keep going when you're treading into uncharted territory. So what if you had the guidance that you need to overcome issues, tweak those marketing plans because maybe something didn't work out just the way you wanted, and the support of a group to hold you to the actions that you intend to take? If you had all these things in place, what would that do for your marketing? What would that do for your confidence? What would that do for your sleep habits? If all these things were in place and you knew what to do every day to market your business and you had the support to keep going. There are several ways you could tackle this. You could certainly read, take some courses. As far as the accountability goes, you could find a business partner that you'd hold each other accountable. You could hire a business coach or other type of coach to help you keep marching along toward those goals, keep taking action in the face of uncertainty. You could join a forum of other business owners. You could form your own. Lots of ways you could do it. One of them is a program that I'm beginning starting October 14th. I'm a licensed facilitator of the Get Clients Now program, originated by C.J. Hayden, the author of the book, Get Clients Now. The way I've constructed it, is 2 weeks, 2 weekly webinars, 90 minutes each, of training and guidance to help the participants create an action-oriented marketing plan, a plan that fits on one page. Right, so you have people who are participating in this will have me to help them create their plans. It's followed by another 4 weeks, weekly calls, as well as tracking sheets and other materials along the way to actually start to execute that plan. This whole program is Tuesday afternoons by web and by telephone from October 14th through November 18th. So what if you could have all this stuff in place that I just went through on the prior slide between now and Thanksgiving? What would that do for your 2015 goals? What would that do for your confidence to go into the new year with a marketing plan and a history of executing? So we really can, let me just go back here. This program is designed to help you do all of these things. Now I say 2 to 4 strategies overall. That's your goal. In the window of this 6 weeks, we want to get at least one strategy totally figured out and producing results. I want to help you create the materials, gain the knowledge that you need for that strategy to be really effective. Okay? So all these things are a part of this 6-week plan. Guaranteed results. So for people who participate and don't get the results that they want or expected, happy to give money back. That just hasn't happened so far. People who participate, who put the effort in, are getting results, have gotten results in the prior times that we've run this program. And for the whole thing, it's just $295, and I will limit it to 8 participants. So gives, relative personal attention along the way. This concludes the mini course. The information that I've put together here really can help you get better results from what you're already doing, give you some ideas to pursue. If that's all you need, fantastic. I hope you go forth and generate some really good results for your business. If you feel like you need some support and guidance, and this time frame is calling to you between now and Thanksgiving to have your marketing plan in place, to have it underway and already producing results by then this is the program for you to join. I already have a couple of people registered, so if this is the right time for you, I encourage you to register now and claim your spot. If you have questions, I'll include my email address below. Just send me a note. All right, that's a wrap. I hope you enjoyed the mini course. Now I encourage you to go forth and take action.